Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Transport Fever 2, where I'm having fun with virtual trains, trucks, planes, ships, and try to not go bankrupt in the process. Before I begin today's episode, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button and use the bell to stay up to date with my latest content. I would also like to encourage you to join my Discord server, where you can interact with me and other Transport Fever fans, talk about the game and mods, or just chill. You can find link in description down below this video. So, welcome back, and today we are going to continue our efforts to upgrade Seaton Station to make it more suitable for cargo transfer and for any other operations of this matter. So in last episode we've created a massive siding, we've created a massive blob of land that we occupied with various trucks, and now it's pretty much time. Just look at this train approaching this station, fantastic. Right, anyway, let's stop distracting. I need to do that less, honestly. I'm getting distracted every 2 words. Hate that. Anyway, right, today we are going to continue our efforts to expand this station to finish it off, hopefully, and then I might eventually throw some visual content into it, some new assets or anything that will make this station a little bit more lively and beautiful. Speaking of assets and other stuff, so at this point of the video, I think it's wise to let you know that when I've been working off screen to fix few issues with the mods, I've also added and removed some of them. I think I removed some completely unused mods. There was like 1 or 2. I removed camera mod, which didn't work at all, and unfortunately it turned out to be a massive disaster. There used to be an issue with one of other mods that popped up like in last episode, so that was also removed from the mod list. I also added few mods that I found somewhere, mostly with some cars and other stuff that I can put alongside the road. So make sure to pop up into video description. There is a link to mod collection. It has been updated with the newest mods, so from that point you can easily manage and adjust mods to your own gameplay if you are actually following the series in your own gameplay. So that's pretty much it from me, and let's begin. So we are watching at or we are actually looking at Seaton train station. One of our trains just passed through, and that's how the station looks like at this very moment. So what I'm planning to do is to extend these sidings far past this road. Unfortunately, I think it's way too low for me to just extend them. I will have to delete this entire section of the road, extend the tracks to my needs, and then rebuild that bridge which I've been struggling to build in the first place in last episode. So yeah, fun times ahead. Hopefully I won't spend too much time doing so, and then we will try to add some extra elements to this station to make it a little bit more lively, perhaps to make it look slightly more realistic than it is right now. Right, so I will start off from actually deleting this entire section of the road. It is in my way. It's going to cost me a lot, I know that. Perhaps if I could... 2 stops will be removed, so I perhaps refrain from doing so at the moment. So what I can do, these tracks are merging into 2. I will perhaps expand this to a 4-track approach. Yeah, I think that would be good. Let me just... Right, so if I will remove that... right, so let's do this. Let's do this, and let's perhaps... that's 120, no. The approach is at... what it is at? I think it was originally at like 40, but let's not go too crazy about it. Right. So what I'm going to do, I will expand this approach pretty much to this spot where both double tracks will merge. So I will make a separate track for station approach itself for passenger trains, pass-through station, and then these double tracks that will eventually expand into this massive siding. I think that's gonna be the best idea. I used to have it the way I have it currently, and it didn't really work well. So the channel entrance will mark a 60 km/h speed limit. I think that works good for us. So now we have this massive quad tunnel. I actually like it somewhat. Okay, and that's how things looks like. In fact, the tunnel might have this section of the track as a high-speed track, mostly because we got pass-through track that I would like to keep as fast as possible. So yeah, let's do this. So approach to passenger station will have slower speeds, naturally, because obviously trains needs to slow down and prepare to stop. But when it comes to passenger station, when it comes to cargo station and pass-through track, I might eventually refrain from slowing trains down too early. So I will leave this section of the track as a high-speed track and only separate some sort of platform approach that will operate at slower speeds. And I think that will work better. In fact, far better than anything else. So I might eventually do that. Is this long enough approach? In fact, I could... Yeah, I could split it this way and then make it a little bit more bent, which is not a problem, but it creates that shorter switch, which I really appreciate. Right, crossover tracks. Do I need such thing? I definitely need to be able to get back to 45. In fact, I can limit the speed to 40. There we go. So I definitely need a track to get back to the right side of the tracks, that's for sure. Especially that this is one-way trackage again. One way, yes. And we are going to place this here, and this perhaps can go as far as... in fact, I will place it here. Yeah, that looks best. Good. So unless there is a train leaving from this station, or from this platform, there should be everything alright. I will place this thing here, so it won't block entire section as soon as it leaves the platform. Fantastic. in fact, what I can do, yeah, I will leave this section. So as soon as there is a train leaving the platform or platform zone on the pass-through track, I want every train that is actually leaving from the platform, and it's gonna go at a slower speed, slow down and let the trains go past. Why is that? Well, this is because this train that is trying to speed up will definitely slow down the whole traffic. In fact, what I could do is to make sure that this section is long enough so that every train that actually enters the area of a platform will have to slow down or will stop any traffic from going through. I can do this on this side too. Fantastic. So pretty much every train that is leaving this platform, if there is anything passing through the station, it has a priority now. Because obviously the next signal is far behind this junction. So yeah, that is going to be the way we are going to do it. And now, where is the next signal? Oh my goodness me, these are way too far. I need another signal. Yeah, I definitely need a signal to confirm that we have cleared the junction. So that is junction clearance signals. Oh, but they need to be one way. So you are one way and you are one way signal. Fantastic. Great. And I need a signal to let you into the... Why did I place it as a two-way signal? Right. And finally, how do we look? Okay, you're gonna go through here, and then again there is a merge for trains that would like to get through. Yeah, just stop in. How does it look? Yeah, you are going fast. Yeah, you have to stop here. Fantastic. Right, and signal to mark the clearance and have one train waiting, for example. Fantastic. Right. I love it. I love it. It seems to work. Cargo trains can now do their job. Right. Everything is engineered to the perfection, I guess. Right. Now we can think about extending those tracks so that we won't stop the entire traffic. So I want these junctions at least to be perhaps that long. Do we want to go a little bit over? Yeah, let's make them longer for now. That will be actually fun to see. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we got these end junctions. Fantastic. And now we need to think about connecting at least some of these tracks. Not all of them. Some of them can be just one way and operate only in like this direction. I already lost track. I think it's how do we look at this map? My goodness me, I need to start marking the directions of this map because I am completely lost right now. Is that right? I'm with you. No, I'm not. Okay, let's say that this is south and this is going to be north. There could be a compass in this game, in fact, to like mark the directions. Yeah. Let's say that station is on the north side of the station complex. Or station building is at the north side of the station complex. So that would be west and east. Fantastic. So yeah, let's extend that to eventually allow only trains to go to east. Or allow trains from the east to enter these two sidings. And these three would be accessible from all of them. I think that's a fair deal to do. Right. Anyway, let's take 60 km/h track and let's perhaps extend it as far as perhaps here. We don't have too long way. You know what? I can engineer it differently. So if I would first grab this. Okay, now I know how far I can go in order to make junctions work. So that's the furthest I can plug in a new junction. So I can do it just like that and make it long one. Or I can do it just like that and make it short one. That looks weird, but I guess that's the best I can do. And this slows down to 57. Okay, yeah, that's a fair deal. There's nothing more I can do about it, in fact. What I can also do is to get this track here. Fantastic, right. It's not perfect, obviously. It probably could be done a little bit better. But it is what it is. That's the best I can do. And I also got ability to reach both tracks correctly. So trains leaving this direction obviously can enter this proper track. Trains entering from this direction can enter each siding. So that is fantastic. I can even add two-way signal. I can't add it there. So I have to make it two signal. There we go. Perhaps it's not the longest way, but it's still a little bit of a way, which might buy us some time to actually get a train through. Right. I'm with you. Okay, so next one. Do I want these tracks to actually extend into the siding? Yeah, we can do that. We can in fact make it look a little bit better and turn these tracks into a sidings of their own. There we go. Let's extend this thing, and what we can also do is to connect them and make sure they can, for example, reach the end, perhaps, or at least they can enter this first siding. Oh, a floating man. Ooh. Do I want to do it like that? I don't really need to do that. But perhaps I can. Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's have this track to actually be connected with the platforms in this way. So them three are storage tracks, but we can always reverse train and use this part of the station to like reverse or change directions. because obviously access to these sidings from multiple sides would be very, very useful. Maybe not to all of them, but well, it's always better than nothing, I guess. What else? That's a good question. Right, I think that's it when it comes to layout of our tracks. We can now start working on something else. Oh, perhaps there's, yeah, that old standard tracks. Good. That is one of the things that I can actually add. So this one will be a bit rusty. We can add this track as a 5th track. Yeah, that will actually look good. We can even push it further and get it even closer to those buildings. I don't mind. It's all to actually make this station look a little bit better. I might in fact extend that by another track. So 2 tracks that are actually not used and they are already rusty. Perhaps they've been used long time ago or something. Well, providing that it's 1870, it might be too early to declare that, but well, let's do it anyway. Now this station looks actually really, really good. Anyway, before we start to work on anything else, let's finish off this junction and actually create it. So I want this to be a fast or high-speed split. So I want this junction to be as long as possible, which is not often that I do that, in fact. 102. I do not like that idea of having 102 kilometers per hour. No. Can we make it 120? Are you still running only 102? Why? Why 102 speed limit? Why so little? Well, now it's 120. 112. Okay, you know what? Perhaps that's not the best spot to merge. Perhaps that's why. Oh yeah. I need to start from this thing and no. 109. Oh, come on, you. I know you can do better. 120. Are you kidding me now? Are you really, really going to do it to me? So I really need to split this track that far. 110, 112, and... Oh, you... No, of course. Stop it. Right, let's delete that signal. Oh, I don't want to delete trees. I wanted to delete only a signal. 120. Oh. There it is. Yes. 118. Oh, you. Right. Maybe just a bit closer. No. Oh, you. $111. No, it just doesn't let me go all the way to 120. Just 119. Right. I guess that's the best we can go for. I'm not super happy about it, but it is what it is. At least we can reach 120 on entire route at the moment. well, entire. Apart from one single bit, which will cause the trains to actually slow down by 1 kilometer per hour, but I guess we can live with that shame. Right, where's the signals? That's the signals, so I can put another set. One way, yes please. Another set in here. And extra set in here. Perhaps, yeah, I can put one here and one signal. Do I need a signal here? Yes, I need. Or no, I do not want a signal here. I want this signal to be further away. Why is that? Well, it's very simple. That's a high-speed truck. So anything that is leaving the station obviously will have to go through very slow track and will most likely have a slower speed. So anything that is passing through will just fly. So I will push this signal further down this road. Yes. So if a train reached this area by that time, it should have some significant speed. Let me just see. Right. So speed is right, and that bit, yeah. So inside the tunnel there is still 60, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's 60. I might in fact do a section of 80 to eventually allow trains to start speeding up and eventually drop speed gradually, so it goes down from 120 down to is there a section of 100? No. Down to 80, then down to 60 for a short period of time. There we go. And then down to 40, which is station zone, and then back to 60. Perhaps. No, this one is already 120. Yeah, so down, then back to 60, and from 60, how does it go? Yeah, and from 60, it pretty much immediately speeds up to 220. We don't need to put such limitations onto those trucks. Because obviously this is a cargo station, so there is no like traffic coming from random people that might get eventually hurt or jump onto the trucks. I don't know if there are such safety rules at all. Anyway, I am hoping that I will be able to make a bridge, and I am able to make a bridge. The problem is that this bridge looks awful. It looks really bad. And if I make it like that, it looks even worse. Yay. Right. I'm with you. So, what I'm gonna need to do is to obviously start raising this road a little bit so I can go above those junctions. So perhaps I could use bending roads, and I would like to have a stop in here. Right, so this thing is done. Now it's time to do some retaining wall job. There we go. Which retaining wall do I want? That's the one. Oh, that's way too long. Instead of 40, 20 should do. Is it? Yeah, 20 will do. The question is which retaining wall I want. So perhaps something more old style would do. Upper terrain. Is there... Oh yeah, I can actually merge it with the terrain, so it's gonna have a little bit of a terraforming with it. Nope. Wall length, lower terrain length. There we go. But which style? Perhaps this thing, yeah? And height, 15 is too large, 12. 12 seems almost appropriate. Just... Or in fact, 12 seems to be very appropriate. The problem is that I need to use smaller chunks, perhaps. Or maybe I should resign from retaining wall now. Because it just doesn't want to work. Like, retaining wall works when there is a terrain to retain, but obviously there isn't. On this side, yeah, on this side it actually works. And I can even go for 20. I could even go for 40 in this case. And make it start like I mean, here that looks like a normal wall. It doesn't work well. No. That's way too high and way excessive. Right, let's resign from retaining walls. I will work with them eventually. That's a good spot to eventually put retaining walls later. But I will definitely do that off screen. It takes just too much time. Right, terrain tools. Let me just fix some of our terrain issues. So first of all, this needs to be flattened. I definitely don't want this bit to be like sticking out. Yeah, it looks much better. For some reason this bit is still higher. Okay, that's I guess the best I can do. There we go. Raises, lowers. Okay. It works. It somehow works. Right, our sidings. Let's just throw some assets onto it. So we can have some locomotives and some wagons in here. So perhaps this 4-plank British. Yeah, they look pretty good, in fact. So let's throw some of them. Are they actually connected? No, they aren't. And if I could connect them from this side... No, they are still not connected. Oh. Okay. I guess that's the best I can do. I could eventually connect a couple of these and throw them onto one of those old tracks. That may indicate that those trains were standing here for a very long time and nobody used that siding. Good. Great Western 7-plank. Yeah, that actually looks good. We can, in fact, put those here. Perhaps 5 will work good. What else can we put? There is quite a lot of things that we can put. So this one is cabless. No. Engine, no. Side. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the one. It has its own like a coal storage and stuff. So we can put this loco facing perhaps this direction. right behind this junction. So it has access to siding and it has access to the platform should it need to push some wagons. Generic British carriage, late 4-wheel. Yeah, we can throw some of them. Definitely, they will make this siding look better. In fact, what I can do, I can store them on this siding. I hope it's not too close to each other. No, they seem to be fine. They just have short bumpers. There we go. So that's some passenger trains. Let's see. Generic British open wagons. Dry goods van, brake van. We can throw a brake van somewhere here. Not a problem. There we go, some goods wagons. Good. And perhaps some... Oh, there we go. This one is actually having some cargo on it. So that's going to be not crude oil, that's going to be fuel. And we can put 4 planks, no, 1 plank. There we go, some cargo would be very, very useful to have. In fact, we can just show that there are trains ready to be connected and, for example, sent away. Because at the end of the day, we might need to... how do you say that? Yeah, we might need to transfer some fuel through this station, and that's what we are going to do. So I got storage sidings there. I might in fact throw in extra visuals and put some extra fuel on this siding too, because obviously we are transferring quite a lot of that stuff, so why not? So let's put one long train somewhere here, which again would indicate that we can always attach to these wagons, throw them into that siding or something like that, and it should work. Right, definitely a track level crossing at the end or somewhere in the middle of the station would be very useful. Because crew needs to somehow be able to cross. So let's put that on. Beautiful. That looks great. It's a slow speed track anyway. There we are. And perhaps, yeah, even through high speed tracks, crew should be able to actually cross. Perhaps here and here. There we go. Maybe not the perfect placement, it still works, and we have some sort of a crossing through entire station. Obviously there are a few things that we will have to do. We will have to change this station in many ways, but that's a good start. What we can also do, a fence would be a very, very good idea. No, plate fence is too modern for what we are going to use. A metal fence is much more appropriate, though it's not the best. Right, face collision. Auto, yeah. Distance to track, no. Adjust height. Oh yeah, we can adjust height. Or no, we don't adjust height. And I need to put it higher. Oh no, higher is here. There we go. So having this at the end of the station would actually improve safety I don't want anyone or any passengers to wander on this cargo platform, do we? So let's put this thing at the very end. Come on, at the very end of the platform. There we go. Fantastic. Good, 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 good. That looks actually great. Let me just get into finish and let's install that finishing ball, and it's supposed to be on this side. There we go. That looks good. That looks good for me. Yeah, so now we got fence. People can see through it. It's not a big deal, but they can't directly access cargo station, which is good. They can always observe the trains from the safety. So that's good. Oh, there is another train approaching our beautiful station. Yeah, it starts to look really, really good. Paint tools. Yes, paint tools is another thing that we are going to do. Gravel is one of those things that we need to paint. And is that the right one? Yes, that is the right one. But I would like to have this gravel. And definitely on those tracks, well, they are supposed to be maintained, so having any livery or any grass growing through the tracks on the main train station wouldn't be too appropriate. I can understand that on one of the sidings or closer to the end of the sidings. Yes, that's fine. But main train station should be pretty much clean from any sort of grass growing through the bedding, or how is it called? Oh my goodness me! Again, lost words. Ballast. Yes, there we go. That's the word I was missing. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. We are almost done with basic paintings. Right, I think, yeah. I think those signals, pretty much this area is as far as we can go with eventually clearing the tracks from most of grass. I can leave some here and there, but eventually the station itself is fully and perfectly maintained, and that's what we would like to show. Eventually these sidings, well, perhaps they can be slightly poorer maintained, because obviously they are not that much in use. While trains are passing through, it's not that essential to have like perfect maintenance over this area, so I will just slightly brush things off. Okay, that might be a bit too much. Oh, but for some reason these tracks have completely different texture. The question is why? Is it because we've cut through the mountains, perhaps? Grass gravel. Yeah, this has like a grass gravel texture. Perhaps I could... No. Okay, so the question is why these tracks have completely different texture than these tracks. Is that because of the speed limits? because I think those were built with higher speed limits. Let me just double check it. Yeah, these are on higher speed limits. So I will just drop them down. And no, it's still pretty much the same. So for some reason I get that different texture in here. Well, there's not much I can do about it. Maybe apart from the fact that I can eventually add some grass to make it look a little bit more natural. Yeah. So eventually I've been removing grass and now I have to add it. Why I have to add it? Well, to make things look natural. Right, so sidings will be having some grass, some more than I would normally have. Right, so that's good. That's good for now. It's a very good start. The station starts to look much better. I will definitely put some extra work into it while off screen or while working off screen, because obviously we've spent quite long amount of time to actually just build a bloody bridge. Not to mention that when it comes to beautification, we got whole range of assets to work with, starting from fences, which is most simple thing that I'm using, to some benches. I could eventually build like a nice looking restaurant in here or something. I can add multiple different things. Obviously buses, trucks, cars, but for now in 1870 it might not be appropriate to add any sort of cars. But there are many other things like trees. Perhaps I could add some cargo, in fact, and some of those cranes. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I always added those nice looking cranes on the stations, and now I haven't done that. So this is definitely on the ground. Yeah, that looks good. Animation timing is auto. Base can be round, in fact, and I would like to have to be, yes, stone gray, no. Stone brown, nope. Brick yellow, brick mixed. I think yellow brick looks best for this station. So let's just put one here, perhaps one more here. Right, and maybe one more here. There we go. So we got cranes. I might add a crane here, but there's gonna be only two on this platform, or perhaps I will add a third one here. There we go. Nice. So steam, yeah, ground, cargo platform. Yeah, you are on cargo platform, passenger platform. Okay, so when I put you on or when I put him on passenger platform, he's actually at the right height, which is absolutely hilarious. Oh, I might eventually delete you guys. Right. I'm with you. So let me just turn this guy. Yeah, let's make them like having a chat. There we go. One extra person here. Perhaps I could have someone on the siding as well. It's not that often to have some people on the sidings, but yeah, these two guys might be talking and doing something around this consist. Perhaps a person to operate this locomotive, or actually a crew from this locomotive standing nearby, would also be a good idea. This makes the area look slightly more lively. Perhaps it's not the best because I'm just randomly throwing these guys. But it's still better than nothing. Perhaps these two guys waiting for cargo to be unloaded. I might in fact throw two guys here to make things more lively. A guy here. Let's turn him. Yeah, a dude here. Another crane somewhere. Perhaps, yeah, perhaps there could be a crane. And maybe let's put another crane here. Good, fantastic. That seems to work. British General Railway building. Yeah, that actually works. That works well for me. We can in fact height center, or we can put height center on the platform. Let's see. Can we actually make it fine-tuned to merge a little bit more with this platform? Well, we can. We surely can. And we just did it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right. So there's another building. Yeah, it starts to look much better. Perhaps the style might not work, but well, stations usually have some old buildings and stuff, so we should be okay. Right, maybe the Switchmaster building or whatever this guy is called. Yeah. Oh, perfect. You can actually have your building somewhere here. Good. I'm glad there is a road going right next to it, so basically I don't have to connect anything. I might in fact do some terrain tools and flatten this area up. Yeah, even though the tracks are racing against the terrain, it's perfectly fine. As long as this building is here, the guy can basically see quite far away. Did he? Yeah, pretty much. I'm at the level of his windows and he can basically see far beyond this junction. He can see through almost entirety of station, but another Switchmaster can be located at the station itself. It's not a big deal, especially that there is only that switch and basically some switches back there behind the tunnel, which is something that I wouldn't be able to see anyway. So that's good, that's good. More assets. What other assets can we get? Some water towers. British water tower would work best, and perhaps using that last junction or last siding to water would work actually well. In fact, that would justify why there is a crossing. Yes. So sending like a low cost to eventually refill water to that siding would actually be a good idea. Good. There are track lights, but I won't need them. Yeah, these are way too modern. We can't use that. Soundproof wall. Well, no offense, but yeah, they won't help with the sound. At least not yet. Right. That looks good. That actually looks very good. Maybe it's not perfect. I don't find myself to be the best at making things a little bit more aesthetic, but I think I did quite a good job, even though I just put quite a few, well, just a few buildings, to be fair. There's not that much of the assets that I've used. I can eventually get some wooden cases and throw them around the platforms to make them look a little bit more occupied. So platform, base number of items. Yeah, we can just store a couple of things here and there. Let's perhaps put some boxes in here, some random boxes here, some boxes here, and perhaps a couple of boxes here. Yeah, so there is something laying around. Let's say what else? Yeah, wheelbarrow. That's definitely useful. Wooden boxes. Again, platform height, and we can just smack some of them in various places, so that it will indicate that we are actually using some of those crane power to eventually stack them up or do some crazy stuff with them. Metal barrels can in fact be stored on one of those platforms. In fact, I could even... Oh, that brings me an idea, and I really like to have some ideas. I'm not sure how well we are standing with time. Perhaps I could start wrapping up this video. But before I do that, let me just get into... Is that fence? That's a trap. Good. No. Oh, okay. This looks much better. Height adjustment. No. Oh, 08. Yeah. Okay. So a rack for that. We don't need food. We don't need logs. But definitely, for example, crude. No. Crude. No. Fish. No. Nope. Oh, that is really bad. I could get that cistern for crude oil. Yeah, that surely can be done, and I can even make it. Can I? No, I can't. But what I can do, or should I? No, I shouldn't. Okay, I can eventually put some tankers outside of the platform. There we go. Yeah, let's keep few tanks outside of the platform, so when actual crude oil or fuel will start to be generated, I will get some nice visuals about it. There's livestock, fuel. Oh, there we go. Fuel 1, fuel 2. So I can use those smaller fuel barrels or fuel tanks to be shown off at the end of the platform, for example, as a form of like a different style of storage space. Because obviously when they are being generated automatically as a part of cargo that is actually being transferred between platforms, they are much differently placed, and perhaps it's not the best placed things in the world. But yeah, I think that will work good. Length scale. Oh yeah, I can eventually change their shape. I forgot about it. So I can adjust the shape and size. There we go. Perhaps, oh yeah, different styles of tanks. Yeah, that works well. They are not exactly the same, but those are different, like different looking tankers. It makes this station look a little bit more lively again, and it is exactly what we want. Right, so that's pretty much how Seaton looks right now. Is it perfect? Well, it looks much better than it used to look when we started this episode, so I consider this as a massive success. We made a massive amount of money since the episode started, and it's just 1 year that is passing through. It's October 25th, 1870, while we started the episode in January 1870. So we are making massive amount of money, and you can expect that our rail network will keep expanding further and further from this point, which is making me very, very happy. Anyway, that's Seaton train station for you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give the video a like. That will be appreciated for sure. Also, just jump on my Discord. Everyone is welcome there. That's for sure, and it's gonna make it a little bit more lively. We can discuss various mods. We can discuss various gameplay features, and perhaps that's also a good place to suggest some names for trains, stations, tracks, and other places that I can eventually name in the game. Perhaps that's a good reward for you guys to actually contribute to this community that I'm trying to eventually build in here. So hop in on Discord. We can always have a chat in there, mostly on text chats. I rarely join in on voice chat, but I think that can be possible at some times. So we can definitely have a chat. We can definitely discuss various gameplay mechanics, features. I can answer some of your questions about the games that I play, because Transport Fever is not the only game that I play. You can always ask me some various other questions that you are curious about, and you would like me to ask them on air in 500 subscriber special that will eventually be created when I hit 500 subscribers, which I'm getting closer and closer to. So I won't be acting like I don't know about it. At the moment of recording this video, there's 460 people watching my channel, and I hope this number will only keep growing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button, and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.